Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Dunbar here, and as you guys can see, I am playing NBA. What is it? 2K20? 2K20, yes. And I have my Clippers shirt on, my team of course, but we're gonna be playing, or just trying to see how far we get in this season. Just my league mode. I don't have online, so I can't really play like what is it called? The player mode, my career mode. But this is the closest thing, and it should be fun either way. So I'm gonna just search up the Serpentine versus Serpentine versus Fixed draft. Alright, Serpentine. Okay, so Serpentine is when obviously if I get the first pick, the next round I'll get the last pick. So I think it's alright. So Serpentine, 4 minutes, best of 7, and of course we're gonna be doing Hall of Fame. Actually, let's go All-Star. Yeah, All-Star, and if it's too easy, I could always change it. So of course, I'm just gonna choose a random team here. I'm gonna count to 10 really quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Raptors. Okay. I guess so. Hopefully we don't get like the last pick. Ooh, okay. At least we didn't get the last pick. So should we get Paul George? Is he even like legit like that? Paul George. I mean, we could have had Jason Tatum. I would have loved to have Tatum. Let's take a look though. Donovan Mitchell, John Collins, Porzingis, D-Book. Let's just go Paul George. As we all know, this is a Tobias Harris, Andre Drummond, Vucevic. I'll go with Kyle Lowry. Nah. You know, I'm gonna have to go with Jamal Murray. He's a shooter. So right now I have what? Point guard and my small forward. Steven Adams, kind of cool. Jared Allen, Dejounte Murray. I think I'll go with. I think I'm gonna do Dejounte Murray, and then kind of go for. Personal reasons. Marcus Smart, Otto Porter, Harrison Barnes. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Harrison Barnes. I'm not gonna worry about my bigs just yet. JJ Redick is still in the game. Jordan Clarkson. I think Seth Curry. JJ Redick. He can be on the bench. I'm thinking. Yeah. And then let's just pick a bunch of centers here. Actually, let me see. Ingles, Mirotic. I think he can shoot a bit. centers, so Linux would be cool. Yeah, because at this point, guys, I really don't need any more guards or position players like that. Let's go Alex Len. And then let's just pick, what, a couple more centers. Taj Gibson. Dang. Margasol. Let's go Biombo and then Gasol. Oh, never mind. They just took him from me. Let's go PJ Tucker. Gasol is still in this game. What? Let's go James Johnson. And then I'll see if I need a point guard or not. We can get Boban. Yeah, let's just go with Boban there. Who else? Nah, I'll just get a point guard to end it. T-Dosage, nah. Yeah, why not T-Dosage? Clipper Legend. Auto-generate the rookies, so... Bench the... Who would be our 9? Yambo. You know what, first I'm just gonna adjust everybody's position here. So Paul George, of course. How many power forwards do we have? 2. So what? Boban, PJ Tucker. Okay, that's cool. Please best. They're all 81, basically. I think we'll put Olenek at the 4. Hold on, Mirotic.
Crazy. I like that. You like that. So let's be crazy. The contact, impact. I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that.
Okay. So 3-point guards, 3 shooting guards. Yeah, that should be cool. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, then so who would be our 10th man there? I mean, it looks decent for what it is right now. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with a balance. Yeah, balance is going to be our best either way. So, DeJounte, Paul George, PJ Tucker. Do I like that though? And then we could have what's his name off the bench? Jamal Murray. All right, just making sure I didn't put anything away.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard. Oh,
I didn't even know they had that.
And the
Canadian
2K
national
Sports
anthem.
pregame show.
It obviously makes sense, but all right, let's check this out.
And we've been payday for a long time. And the game
All
is
right.
going
First
global.
game of the
Right,
season,
thank you,
guys.
DA.
We are going
Let's
against
take a look
the
at the starters for
Pelicans.
New Orleans.
And they still have
Kemba
Zion.
Walker's out there with Gary Harris. Then there's Oubre.
Pretty cool.
Then it's Bamba.
That sometimes
and it's Williamson
Peter
at the four.
accidentally
And for
actually
Toronto,
gets the
Paul George is
right
out there with Murray.
player
Then it's
like
Olynyk.
that.
Then it's
Hold
PJ
on.
Tucker. And it's Biyombo
Make sure
at
we're
the
doing
pivot
everything
spot,
all right.
manning the middle.
So
Now here's Walker.
DeJounte's actually a
Harris
pretty good
outside.
defender, and so is Paul George. So I'm glad I chose
Williamson
two really good
dishes to
defenders
Bangs home the
for our
trifecta.
perimeter.
The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win that championship.
Outside for Murray. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Near the three-point line, it's Olynyk.
That was a
and it's
horrible
Williamson with the rebound.
Like, we were not going
That's
to make
just a
that.
case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Oubre, good.
And really,
We need to
an
stop playing
underrated
around. We need to
playmaker.
stop.
Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Olynyk.
Well,
We
nobody's
play
cutting.
just over a
Usually,
minute
like,
here in the first.
here.
And the
Okay,
layup falls.
Good shot,
And
Olynyk.
really, the improvement as a
I was
finisher
going to say, usually, like,
is
computer,
noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
does all the cuts and everything by themselves.
And stolen
Good
by
steal
Murray.
DeJounte,
And
though.
here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it.
Good
And it's
finish, good
Murray
finish.
with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal
I
was
think
sharp.
we're going to be
but
seeing
the
a lot of that
slam
from him and
topped
Paul
it off.
George this season.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks
No,
about
if they
it.
can
Perfect example
be
right
good
there.
players for us, I would see no reason for
Now here's Walker.
me to want to trade them.
Here's Williamson.
But of course, if they're not performing the way that I want them to,
Just 5 to shoot.
then I'm going to have to look for
That's
a
a
trade partner.
two-pointer from Walker. The shot missing. And Toronto will come the other way. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Nice way to cross
And
it.
it was a matchup you thought they
Good
would
shot,
have
Paul George.
cruised through,
Good
but
shot.
they actually dropped the game
A little
in
nice
this series
midi.
last year.
Love
A little
Murray's
jumper.
scoring
Love to
potential,
see it.
but the development of his playmaking may be an even
I think
higher
this is actually going to be my
priority.
first NBA video on this
And you
channel,
watch
guys.
Olynyk play, and he has the skill set of a stretch four. Solid enough from outside, although he struggled last season.
I need to take that out too. Where is it? Actually, I don't think I could. Could I do it here? Control settings, control.
Give a
can't do
team
it here.
a different look.
And I hate when
from
the
post
computer
spots.
actually calls a timeout for
And
you.
not the prototype power forward.
So I feel like I just
He
lost the
has
timeout.
tremendous athletic ability.
I
And the
wouldn't have called
Raptors
it.
going out now with a whole new group. A big group substitution here for New
All right,
Orleans.
you got Jamal Murray.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Bamba.
Ready.
Gay comes in for
Seth
Kelly
Curry,
Oubre.
Harrison
D'Anthony
Barnes.
Melton, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And DJ Augustine subbed in
All
for
right,
Kemba
cool
Walker.
little group here.
That one
Little
drops for
second
him.
unit, small ball with Murray
And with Olynyk, he has the size to play at the 4 or the 5.
Olynyk is a legit 7-footer, and he has added beef inside the lane. Though until he improves as a rim protector, we'd rather have him as a
I think
4.
Harrison Barnes is
Here's
going to
Williamson.
be
Harrison Barnes picking
good
up
player
that
for
last
us this
basket.
season.
Another shot. They grabbed their own miss.
And the
And just as
expectations
I
for
say that,
Williamson
he lets Zion get all those boards.
a superb
Ouch.
athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
That is hurting us, but I doubt Zion's a good free throw shooter.
He's off on the
Yeah.
first.
And
Ball
how much
doesn't lie.
fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280.
And we do have
and he
JJ
has
Redick
a certain composure that really belies his years.
and Seth Curry, so we got some pretty good shooters.
Murray outside. There's the pass to Mirotic.
Mirotic is a B+ on the
Redick
three
is in the
and
corner.
midi.
And
nice
another basket
jumper.
for Toronto.
Just need to pull up.
And Redick taking a turn, initiating some
It's funny
offense
seeing JJ
there.
Redick still in the
Working
game
that pick and roll
because I
to
know
perfection.
I watched like the ESPN show.
To the inside.
What is it
Milton.
called?
First shot, first basket. He's out of the
So was
blocks
Stephen A.
fast.
First take.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated
seeing
play comes
JJ
right
Redick
off the pick
as a
for
player
the lay-in.
still.
And it's Murray
It's
penetrating.
funny.
And really,
Yeah, I think he's still
Murray
playing the
is
league.
so
He could
crafty
probably get a
at
couple of
getting
minutes on the
contact
team.
on his drives. Just
Yeah,
fearless
shooter
going
off
to
the
the
bench.
The Raptors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And so Murray nails both of them.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night
DJ
out.
Augustine.
The Pelicans trail. Now Augustine.
He's not gonna.
Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Heck no.
From deep.
Heck
And the
no.
last shot
If
before
he
the
would've
buzzer
made
is
that.
off. And still a
Or they
close
shot.
game as the
But
first quarter
so far, I'm
comes to a
pretty
close.
glad with this team. You know, I
Well,
feel
George
like
had that nasty
it's a pretty
broken
good
leg
team.
back in 2014.
all I can say
Inspiration really
pretty
came from
much
my
right
mother.
now.
You know, her dealing with stroke.
I know we have good
Well,
shooters.
what a story. George
Paul
worked
George,
hard to
JJ
get
Redick,
back and is
Jamal
not
Murray,
disappointed in his return.
Seth Curry.
You know, recovering from a
Everybody
devastating
here,
injury
actually.
is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their
Nice way to
rotation. They
bully
went
him
right
down,
to that
down
bench
below
when
Harrison
they need a
Barnes.
point.
Good job.
This is where you
I
credit
don't like
the
that
guys in the
JJ
front
Redick is
office
small
for going
forward
out
right now.
and getting you
He's
the
gonna get
pieces
bullied.
you need.
On the court right now,
And Zion
second
comes
quarter
back
for the
in.
Pelicans. We've got Rudy Gay. Chris is out there with John Henson. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's
Good
Melton
shot.
in at the shooting
DJ
guard position.
Augustine. You're gonna put a hand
You
in his
just
face.
can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
And so here is
Anthony
New
Melton
Orleans.
right there.
Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Shoots from 14. And he
good
can't bank that one in. Raptors with the lead. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth
All
member
the way,
of
all
our
the
crew,
way.
Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Nice look at Jamal
Kevin,
Murray.
after 5 years
on, guys.
as an
Tell me
assistant
what you think in the comments
Toronto
down
last
below.
season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach
It's
of
a
the
pretty good
Raptors,
team so
and
far,
the
or
team
is the
responded,
Pelicans
winning
roster
the
just a little,
franchise's first
little too
NBA
weak?
championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age
got
of
Rudy Gay.
23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and
There's
abroad,
nothing I can do there.
guiding 15
We got a
teams
really
in
small lineup
5
there.
different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey.
I'm not going to
Thank
make
you.
any substitutions
A
right
platoon
now. I
swap
think
here
they're
for
going to
New
come in
Orleans.
automatically. Yep. Oh, Linnick
And
right
now
there.
it's a look at the
Basically just a
2K
full
leaderboard
roster.
with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In
John
fourth,
Henson
the
next to
Raptors.
Rudy Gay right
I
there.
mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They
Come
will
on,
just
Dejounte.
push the ball at every opportunity.
Some
And
players
one.
never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back
got Mo
and as
Bamba.
good as ever. Still one of the most productive
all
small forwards we have in the league.
The Raptors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they had a lot
I
of
think DeJounte's
success
actually
a season ago as
performing
a team,
pretty
hitting
well
about
for us.
80% of their free throws.
I can't wait
6
to
points,
see Murray
2
reach
steals,
his full
1 assist.
potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
Gotta take
He
care
keeps
of the
performing
ball.
like this.
They'll
I don't
punish
see
you
why
if
he
you're
can't
that careless.
be one of the
That's
best
right,
players
and
on
that's
this team.
severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again.
I forget about
Turnovers
Jamal
are
Murray.
costly, especially when
DeJounte
the game
Murray.
is close.
And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able
Come
to
on,
make
PG.
something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous.
Yeah, I think
There's
this lineup
126
is
left to play in the first half.
way more, just taller, a lot more height.
Walker against Murray.
Besides PJ Tucker, but I
Oubre outside. Back to
think we need
Walker.
to do. I mean, actually, I don't know.
Clock
having
at 6.
two,
Harris outside.
types of lineups.
Here's Williamson.
Really-
And the dunk by Williamson.
This
Really
is
tall
too
one against
easy
a-
for Williamson.
just a small ball
Once he
for the
gets
lineup.
established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
George passes to Murray. There's 48 seconds left in the first half
Can
of
you finish?
basketball. Second shot opportunity. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors.
Nice shot.
Off target with his
We
3.
can't finish there.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Williamson. He goes up again. Back to Oubre.
I'm surprised Kelly Oubre didn't pull that from there.
Walker
He's open.
against Murray.
Come on, Biombo.
Now, here's Bamba. He's tightly guarded. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
Just hold that.
George looking over the floor. There's the triple.
That's good. Good shot.
Offensive rebound. And some good action for the
Halftime,
first 2
baby.
quarters as we
Halftime.
reach
19
halftime.
to 20.
Raptors
So if you're just
lead
watching
by
right
1.
now, barely guys, I changed the quarters to 4 minutes
The
each.
2K Sports
For,
halftime show.
Just here and then
Bernie Johnson here
simulated
with
as
Shaq
well.
and Kenny, and
The
a
whole entire
favorite
league is
the
like
first
playing
quarter
on a
for the
4-minute
Raptors was
type of
fairly even.
quarter.
They never dug too deep
We'll
a
see
hole for
how
themselves.
it kind of affects everybody's stats
And that wraps
just
up the
around the
halftime
league,
show.
how it
Third
looks. Hopefully, it kind of works out.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
I think we're playing
Well,
a pretty
he
good
left
game.
his mark on that first
this
half
team
with
is
his quick
really nice.
hands.
I'm liking
Great sense of
DeJounte Murray a
timing
lot.
to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense
I really
quickly
don't know
before
why
the
we're
defense
not
can set up,
leading by way
creating
more.
turnovers is a great way to do it.
PJ Tucker is out there with Kelly Olynyk. And there's Bismack Biyombo.
Good
Then
shot,
it's
Paul
Paul
George.
George. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And so it's New Orleans with it.
I'm just going to take out the John
Oubre
Murray for Jamal
outside.
Murray. As you guys just saw, next step ball, he should be.
Murray against Walker. And the layup's good off the glass. Walker's got his second bucket. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end.
That one hurt.
Even when George
feel like I
isn't
was so
scoring
open
or
there,
the
too.
shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Oh, good D,
And
good
it's
D.
Williamson missing. And so George will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 1.
And nice
Murray,
shot, DeJounte.
good.
Yeah, and the feed from George
Nice,
couldn't
nice.
be better. The
It's a nice
timing,
way to
the
make sure
placement,
we got
everything
that.
about that dish was pinpoint.
Bucket. 3-point lead.
Some
still.
tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harris inside, defended by George.
So yeah, I'm really liking this
6 to
defense.
shoot. Williamson kicks to Oubre. From deep three-point range. Hope they get it back. Pass to Harris. They double him with George. Passes to Williamson. And it's out of
Look
bounds.
at
The
that. Look
Raptors
at
will
that
take it the
defense,
other way.
guys.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 28 points a game, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 steals. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak
shot.
form.
You know what? It's part effort.
Nice way to
part
put that
instinct.
Biombo.
You see teams
The
trying
ball
to
or
keep
2
a body
rebounds
or
for
2
assist
on
kid.
him, but that's easier said than done.
And that little put back.
Here's Walker.
Hopefully we can start
Lays it up off the glass. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially
I feel like
with the rules where you
we
can't
have on the
grab
bench,
and
Jamal
clutch
Murray
and
or
touch,
DeJounte,
it makes it
they
hard
can
for the
definitely
defenders
win
to
6
keep
Man of
guys
the
in
Year.
front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
No good off the back of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there.
Finish it.
And George
7-point
with the
lead here.
stuff.
And I just love the
I think they'll definitely
aggressiveness
call a timeout
from
soon
George. Just
for,
slicing
New
apart
Orleans.
the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Harris outside. There's Walker with the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third.
Easy layup.
Good.
9-point lead, 50 seconds left.
Don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Yeah, most of our points have been in the paint.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
George, no good.
I got a little
And
too
I think
cocky
that
there. I
one
should
could
have
have easily have
held the ball
fallen
for a
for him.
little
Here's
bit longer.
Harris. Tries again. And
Good D,
foul
good
on
D.
the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Such a good all-around score. It's
Everybody's
hard to
gonna take it.
defend Rudy without overcommitting.
For New Orleans, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Mirotic is checked in for Biombo. Barnes comes in for Kelly Olynyk. J.J. Redick's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Curry subbed in for Paul George. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Murray, no good.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Melton, no good. Curry fires from way outside. And
that
so
was
it's the
close,
Toronto
that was
Raptors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very
That's cool,
confident,
though. That's
shooting the
cool.
ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm
I'm trying to
assist
do
of
like
the game.
2 games
Yeah,
per
an easy
episode.
choice tonight. Look at the precision.
Obviously, this is
pass.
just episode
Put it
1.
on a platter for him.
So
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the
You know,
most
it would take a
spectacular
while with the
plays
draft
are
and
the
everything.
ones where guys are feeding off one another.
So
And
besides
with 3
this
quarters behind
episode,
us,
it'll be
let's
next
see
week.
what this 4th period holds in store for us. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented
knows,
by
maybe we might
Gatorade,
trade
all
somebody.
fueled up and ready to go. Let's
Maybe it's
reset
too
the
early,
lineups.
but definitely I'm
So
looking
for
to
New Orleans right
win a
now,
championship.
Williamson out there with John Henson. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Melton in at the 2-guard spot. And Mirotic has it in the corner.
Good ball
Nailed
movement.
from 3-point land. Mirotic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors. Pass to Melton.
Why do we have Mirotic at the 1?
Back to
He's literally
Augustine.
playing center
Gay
earlier
outside.
in this game.
Now the pass to Henson. New Orleans moving the ball around. He muscles it in through the
that was
contact, and they
dumb
call
foul.
the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Let's put
And the
in
Raptors with
PJ
some
Tucker.
changes. Biombo checks in for Barnes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Murray. And New Orleans also making a change. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Henson. Augustine against Murray. Murray looking around. Dishes to Mirotic. Curry passes to Mirotic. And
That was
Bamba
just
pulls it down.
sloppy play.
Bamba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low, Williamson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
Murray dishes to Biombo.
I feel like Seth Curry was open right
Murray
there.
against Augustine. Murray,
Ooh,
good.
okay,
I like
nice
this
little.
from Murray. This is what the team
A
needs
nice
from
little
him.
drive for him.
He's a catalyst.
Pelicans trail by 6.
Yeah, think about it,
Here's
guys. If I were
Augustine.
to have put
To the middle.
12
Here's
minutes,
Williamson.
like the
And
actual game,
dunk by
we
Williamson.
would have barely been in
Well,
the
you wonder why we're seeing
second
so
quarter.
many
Barely.
points tonight. Just look at the D.
And late in the game here, it's
4-point
just as
game, 2
important
minutes left.
to get stops. We'll see if either
Definitely
side
have to.
is up to the task.
Some changes for Toronto. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Biombo. And Georgia subbed in for DeJounte Murray. New Orleans also making some changes. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Gay. Harris comes in for Milton. And it's Kemba Walker in for Augustine. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of
Ooh,
Famer
that one.
David Aldridge.
That one hurt.
Hey guys, during the last time out,
Take out Reddick. I don't know what he's still doing in there.
He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do
Good
is
layup.
execute the rest of
Just
the
as
way.
I was talking
So we'll
smack
see if
about
they can finish
JJ,
this one off, Kevin.
gets that steal first.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed. And
I would
that's
say
what he
this
did
game
there.
is.
Great job of reading the floor, got to
I
the
was gonna
rim,
say over.
and made a play.
They
You
still
got
got
a
some
shot
life.
on Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Here's
All the
George.
way.
And it's George
Dagger.
finishing it off. Whoa.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And it's Walker
I
with the
wish
ball,
Paul George
bringing
stayed
it up
healthy
for
in
New
real life.
Orleans.
It's a shame.
1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by
Ooh,
George.
beautiful block. Let's go. Push it.
Inside, here's Tucker.
JJ Redick
Uses
with
the
this
glass to finish the
pass.
roll. And the Raptors lead by 8.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Here's Walker. And he
And
gets the
give us
whistle.
the
2
foul.
free throws
You know
coming
what?
up.
This was a
Really the right play.
it was a cool
defensively.
game
If
until
he
the
can't
fourth.
block,
He pulled away.
force him to the line.
Barnes is
I
checked
think
in
I
for
felt
JJ
pretty
Redick.
comfortable the whole time though.
Both good from the line
I
that
never
time.
thought that we were gonna blow
And
the
great
lead or
work at the line there to
you
chip
know,
away
be down by a
at
lot.
the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
To the paint. And Tucker kicks to Miritich. Yep, it
Heritage.
counts.
Such a
To credit
baller.
them for maintaining
I just need a
that
addition to
aggression,
it,
even
and it's
being
in.
up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for
I
a
knew
comeback.
what I was doing when I
Just
picked him
focus on
on the
playing
team.
the right way.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8.
Player of the game,
There's
DeJounte.
45 seconds left to play in the final
4 for
quarter.
5.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeJounte Murray.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motions, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has
Of
made
course, expecting the foul.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Here's Toronto. 6-point game.
Let's go PG.
And
Dagger.
George gets it to go.
Dagger.
just competing.
That was
Giving
insane.
Your best when it matters
Basically
most.
done though, guys.
It's called killer instinct.
gonna start the season
it's
1-0
one
here.
thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Walker. That one, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock from the arc. Tucker can't get it
He
to
was
go.
open.
And here's Harris from the arc. But they'll get another chance.
Just hold the ball. The game is
Deep.
done. Stop trying to stat
Offensive
pad.
rebound. Here's Oubre. Off target from outside. And so it's the
1-0,
Raptors winning
baby.
this one. Even early
1-0.
on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes
Great
the
win
first-
for this team, though. Great win. Let's see the box score. So we got Paul George leading the scoring column. But you know what? Most of us scored. Everybody who played basically had a stat. Even Seth Curry with an assist. But it was 13, 10, and 6. Our top scorers. Rebounds, Harrison Barnes, Paul George. Assists, Paul George, of course. Steals, DeJounte. All right. Let's just check how the rest of the league did and see if it was successful as our little shortening of the quarters would be. What? KD at 27 points? Wait, what? How the heck did KD have 27? That is insane. That's it, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be doing another video right now after this, so if you're interested in that one, make sure to click this right over here. See you guys in the next video.